let's talk a little bit about this interesting platform when it comes to the radio, because radio is just a different animal when it comes to just being a woman. And you mentioned sometimes you have to like raise your hand, and I don't want to say ask for permission, but you have to kind of fight your way there. And radio is just different when it comes to being a woman in sports.
It's funny. Like if you've ever been like on Radio Row at Super Bowl, I hate to
Yeah.
say it, Jess, but you go through all males. There's like a couple females scattered through. And I've always loved radio because I feel like
Right.
it's very off the cuff. You can actually just have a really big opinion about things. You're not having someone in your like IFB in your ear telling you what to say, what to ask. You kind of just, it's very no filter, you know, and very candid. And I've always loved that. And I think it exposes certain females in sports. I'll be honest with you. I think you'd agree. There's certain females you'll say, how come they never do radio? How come they wouldn't even do a radio interview? Well, why do you think? Because they don't have a producer telling them what to say. So I think it really shows like certain females, and I know you like radio too. I think it shows like that you have an actual love for talking sports too. So I've always loved radio. I mean, obviously we love doing TV and everything else, but I've always liked radio.
I agree. And it's different because TV, you have to tell them in 15 seconds. Radio, I get like 15 to 50 minutes.
Right.
I'm like, I can do this. So it's fun.
Right.
You actually can show your personality and storytelling. You can go on tangents, queen of tangents.
I was just about to say, I love tangents. It's like, and it's like, oh, wrap it up. I'm like, no, I'm still going.
I think radio would be more for women because of the tangents we give. Like,
because we ramble sometimes, right? And detail. It's like, yeah, but there's not enough. And you still look across like America, there is hardly any women that are doing like hosting shows, leading shows. And if they are in radio, like when I was morning show, you're third chair, you're second chair, you're not leading. So that will change at some point, I think. I don't know.
No, and but it was interesting that I was thinking about that because radio is just different. Because I feel it has lots to do with like it's like the old school boys club, right? And that's the original one. And then you start putting, unfortunately, you have certain people who are on TV for the looks, and that's just kind of how it rolls. And it makes sense. Like even when I do like a silly podcast, like I want to make sure I look a certain way, but the prep is still there. And when radio, you get to like show up however you want. And
I show up in my sweats with a baseball cap on, no makeup. But it's great because no one's judging you about how you look. They're judging you like by what you're saying. And so I think that is what I love about it. I think what you love about it is like you're actually showing that you can talk it, you know.
I'd rather totally like criticize me what I say all day, but don't like make fun of my outfit. Like
exactly. So that's why I think that's, you know, I've always loved radio. And I think it's kind of, some people say, oh, it's dying, but I mean, I don't think it's ever dying. Sports talk radio will be around forever. But it is funny how women tend to not want to be a part of it for some reason. I don't know why.
I agree.